Hello, parents. Hello, folks. Hello, students. This is Professor Renato from Sampa Jiu-Jitsu. Okay, they say professor. I have to explain that, which it really means since it's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is something that eventually came from Japan, migrated to Brazil, got evolved in Brazil, then came to United States. Super big in the United States now, the Jiu-Jitsu or Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So professor means very simple as teacher. Okay, so professor, right? Like they would call in Brazil. Anyway, I am here to introduce our program to all the parents, to all of you, because you may not be able to understand or you may not know what to expect when you come to class, right? And in a nutshell, we will do really quick here. I don't want to take much of your time, but of course, it's important to understand when you come to classes who is going to be teaching your child or your children. How much knowledge do they have? Are they prepared to teach, or they're just like volunteers and help out doing the best that they can? Which is something that I really disagree. I I went to school to be able to teach classes in right physical education. So that was my choice of profession. Of course, I have many coaches that went to different schools, but we believe that one must understand what they're doing, right? Like a person must go to school to become a pilot, airplane pilot. Cannot anyone can just be a pilot. You have to go to school first. We really think is the same for what it touches kids development. Okay, I understand that many other sports parents are roll up their sleeves and trying their best, but many have no clue what they're doing, and in reality is actually very dangerous. Although they can do 3 or 4 uh, videos and courses, and it's not enough, right? So they need to understand child development, physical, emotional, biological, chronological, right? With the differences about this and so forth. So I'm not going to get super deep on that, but I really want you guys to understand we have a from 6 to 7 years. I'm sorry, 6 to 9 years old. We are trying to develop many of the skills, general motor skills. Okay, and we don't think much. And that's our how to say mentality here, our philosophy here. Okay, and we don't think much at all in competitions, right? The kids not even know how to do a break fall, how to roll, how to pull, how to push, and one is already pushing them into competition. Very often we see, oh, let's we have to do these classes, so we have a game at the end of the weekend. Um, I totally disagree with that, and I think that's not a proper way. We need to give the kids proper instruction first, and then when they are able, we move on into giving them a chance to compete if they wish, right? So 6 to 9 is our first program. We have actually one before a program before that. What I would call the kickstart. Okay, and many times the parents participate on the mat with the kids, helping out, keep their focus. And there, I would say it's mainly getting started, get to meet the coaches, and getting introduced to what is going to come next, which next will be the 6 to 9 program. Okay, again, 6 to 9 program. What we mainly do is teaching. Of course, we teach the martial arts, but we also teach them how to be balanced, how to jump, how to run, how all this stuff. Very often, I mention to the parents that multi sports is very important. Okay, but not the way, unfortunately, it's being done in many places. For example, oh, let's do soccer now, and then it's very competitive. Oh, now let's go baseball, and then also very competitive. Let's go to football, and also very competitive. That's we have to understand that the children's maturity emotional and psychological maturity for this stress at such early ages. And again, we are truly against this, although it's all over, and we kind of, it's a huge fight that we are picking in here. Anyway, after 9 to 12, they will be starting introducing a little bit more into sport specific motor skills. Okay, but they still have a part on what do we say, the general motor skills. Okay, 9 to 12. Then we may be talking about some games with an outcome, winning or losing, right? Or because also we want to prepare them to the frustration, to the idea that yes, they can possibly lose in many aspects of life. So 9 to 12, but the ratio is not, we don't change drastically, right? It's, I would say 20 to 30% tops, focusing on some sort of games and performance outcome. Then when we start with the 12 years old, 12 to 15, if they already came through this program, right? If they are a product of these programs, then we can start thinking about competing if they wish so, right? And eventually competing, training to compete, and then the other part is training to win, right? Which in to be sincere, in that age, many parents decide just to take the kids out, or that's because they're going out to college and make a decision. Am I going to be a professional player in jiu-jitsu or judo, or am I having my kid going to college now? And of course, many people decide in that way, college wise and education wise. Nothing wrong with that, right? But and then we just don't happen to have that program very often. And if we do have, if someone have a student that want to do this, we can even point them to a certain training facility that will take them, uh, which is the minority in every gym will take them. If you don't want to compete, that is the still the training for lifelong practice. So they will be healthier. They will be with uh, better mental health, not just physiological health, but mental health. And so that's it. We have many programs. I would really want to invite you to check us out, check how we deal with our children, and the adults is the same. The only thing when you since this video is more oriented to the kids and parents, but the adults will be the same. They can come, but they have very close to zero motor skills. We One cannot just think about performance and compete at them at the level. We will build them up. So we have also some levels of classes uh, for the adults, to start perform. And it might take some years, but again, is not a short term run that you're gonna do this and stop. It's something that we are looking into someone to do this for, the majority of their lives, so they can be healthy and a better husband, a better wife, and a better father, a better mother, you know, totally health. And that's it. I think I explained a little bit. I hope you can make it to our first intro class. We are offering at this moment a 2 weeks trial, so you can try all the classes. If you think you're not in the level of the class that you tried, you can try the other level and so forth, or other sports. We offer a variety of sports, like mainly is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, then Judo, then kickboxing, and Sambo, a bit of wrestling here and there for the no-gi jiu-jitsu. And yes, so one can find their home here. All right. Thank you so much, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye bye.